November 16th, 2024. Jalen and I are venturing around South Dakota looking for a mule deer. Day one. We're kind of hunting our way in here. We're backpacking in. We got the sleeping bag tent loaded up on our backs. It should be the mule deer rut. We've never been in this area before. We spent all day yesterday driving from Idaho, where Jalen was able to harvest an awesome buck. Go watch that if you haven't yet. I don't know, I'm pretty tired, so kind of delirious at the moment, but we're gonna get in here. We're looking at some northern exposures. It's supposed to be kind of a strong west wind today, so I should be able to look at some eastern exposures too, but this has been it's not what you think of, not what I think of when I think of South Dakota. It's like we're in Colorado climbing around the mountains right now, but we're gonna keep going. There's some clearings up here we can look at. We just glassed this one behind me, couldn't find anything. And hopefully this doesn't continue my trend with mule deer hunting this year, where my plan A from e-scouting turns up no deer. I think Wyoming that happened, and Idaho that happened to us, so numbers are supposed to be good in this unit. But the biologist, when I was talking to him about this spot, he just kind of hyped it up. He's like, oh yeah, that's a really good area, so we'll see if he was lying to me or not and he's hunting someplace else. But no, it should be a fun hunt, guys, so hopefully we'll have a lot in store for you here in the next coming days. Well, we got up to our glass and knob here. We looked on the other side, kind of where we thought a lot might be hanging out, and it's not as good as we were hoping. There's a lot of horses in there. The ground looked really bare, like not much for them to eat, so we're kind of glassing another good area, just a little more trees. And we were climbing up, there's a little tiny buck kind of working his way up the ridge kind of towards us, but we're gonna settle in here and glass for the remainder of the morning and hope we turn up some more deer, because if we don't, I don't know what the plan is.
Toes behind him now? Or Ado is?
Yeah, I'll show you. See that move? I saw it moving at the exact same time as you.
He's got a... looks like a decent front fork.
I couldn't tell if that was his front fork
Or maybe that's his back. Oh, that is his back, yeah. Go back in the sun, buddy. Is he a 2x2? Big fork? He's just a fork, I think. Unless he's got brows.
Got a buck and a couple does, so good sign. Like to see a little more deer than that, but we'll keep searching. Good to see. It looks like a big fork, mainframe fork anyway. Might have brow tines or something. Maybe a fork on the right side. But Jalen had him in the spotter. Got the heart going right away, but we're definitely gonna pass on him. But cool to glass up some deer even in this country.
gingerly walking down those. Like everything about him screams old deer.
He's just not constantly on the go.
Yeah. He's not that great, I don't think.
Well, we just moved to get out of the wind a little bit more to possibly have some lunch. Not sure if we're gonna break out the jet boil and do some ramen noodles or not. Or just gonna stick to jerky and stuff. Just had a couple hunters walk right down below us. There's a couple shots I heard when Jalen was actually sleeping. And I told him I thought they sounded right in here, but the two does that we were watching didn't really react. It was pretty fast for them to process that, but could easily been them. Good buck though. Congrats to those guys. I mean, looked pretty good sitting on his back, and looks like they did everything the hard way. They were one of the vehicles, I'm sure, that were parked up at the trailhead with us. There's 3 total, and I could tell it must have been the kid's dad had a sleeping bag and all that stuff, so they were backcountry in it too. They earned it. I'm guessing they got in last night, or had a scouting day, because this is the first day of season. But might change up our afternoon plans. Kind of just sucks when a buck gets shot out of the area you're hunting, but we'll see. Maybe we'll focus a little farther north here and see if a giant is hiding up there, or who knows. A lot of time for things to settle down, so we're gonna get a bite to eat and come up with a game plan for this evening. Hopefully the wind dies down. It's not supposed to die down a ton.
First try.
Got done eating lunch, relaxing a little bit. Time to head to the evening glassing knob. Jalen's staying in this area. Gonna check out some deer groups we saw kind of towards the end. I'm gonna go where I actually saw 7 does in the wind. It's probably not a good idea because it's probably windier up there than I think, but I'm gonna work my way north a ways, get an area where I can see Jalen so we can communicate a little bit. And hopefully one of us can find a big one. Hopefully, we're just saying the older brother to the one that those guys hauled out. So, wish us luck. Got situated on my evening glassing knob here. I'm facing dead into the wind. Jalen's on the other side, protected by the wind. He's just so soft. Okay, maybe it's because I'm the hunter and it's probably fair for me to be in the elements here, but it's such a strong wind. I should be able to see another horse walked out down below me, but they should be on the eastern facing slopes. It's a strong west wind. And there's a lot of slopes out in front of me, but the ground looks pretty bare. I think it has a lot to do with these horses. I think the does are going to be where the best food is, and I think the horses have this place picked gets, I feel like, so. We'll see what turns up this evening, though. Well, I don't think there's any chance you can see him, but there's a buck and a doe over there. And I'm gonna go get a closer look, because from this far away, I can see he's a good buck. It gets my heart going a little bit. So I'm gonna go get a closer look now that we have plenty of light left. Oh, man. It's just so hard to tell from this far away. He's probably a mile away. Gotta figure out what I'm doing with my jacket. But anyway, that's the plan. Haven't seen anything else except feral horses and him and that doe, so see what I can go see, I guess. It's gonna be a bit of a walk. I guess, I don't know if I said it, but he's locked down with a doe. I saw him bed down in that little drainage. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. A little winded, but hopefully we get a better look at him anyway. Just excited to see a buck like that to get the blood going, really. I haven't got a good non-shaky look at him yet. Probably not as good as I was hoping. He's super wide, kind of cool that way, but I'm gonna try to sneak up into this pine tree in front of me and get a little better look at him. Gotta keep an eye out for cactus. If not, I'll be able to glass here the rest of the night anyway. Well, it turns out that buck is very close to the public-private line. I just talked to the landowner. He's driving around with his daughter, and apparently that's the buck they're after. So I'm gonna get out of here. That'd be an awesome buck for something like that. She's a college student, never shot a mule deer. It'd be awesome if she's able to get him. That's a really cool buck. So I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna let her have it. Maybe good karma will bless me with even a bigger one than that. But cool deer. Hope she gets it. If you guys are watching this, love to hear if you did get it. I just feel like this is the right thing to do. I'm kind of iffy if I want to shoot him or not, and this guy didn't even see him, and he saw me, so he got out of the pickup, and so I walked over there. First of all, he asked where I came in from, because the parking area is a long ways to get in here. He just said that never sees anybody in here, you know. He just kept telling me how long of a walk out I'm gonna have, but he stepped out, and I said, you know, there's a really good buck over here, just because, you know, I don't know, just kind of let him know. And he said, wide 3x3? I said, yeah. So yeah, that's the one we've been looking for today. I was like, oh, okay. So well, I really hope she gets him. See anything?
I don't know how many it ended up being. 13 maybe?
No good bucks?
Yeah.
Lame.
Nothing that really even went up. I think the one fork I saw was kind of like the one we saw over there, the big one. Okay. The big fork, it wasn't that big, but yeah, that's what he looked like. And
gotcha.
Then, Spike and 3 does that walked in with that buck came back out, and the doe and fawn that we saw earlier came out.
Same deer.
Basically.
Yeah.
And there was like 6 or 7 that were new up to the north, but
oh really?
Yeah, I marked it on it. And then a couple horses down by the private where that water hole is.
Yeah. Well, probably a good reason to try something new tomorrow.
Yeah, unless we could have shot that one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna die of enlargement of the heart because it's too nice.
Could you have popped him where you were?
That's 330 yards.
We should be skinning right now.
He's pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Come on now. He wasn't a mounter.
No, but
very unique. He was
what I mean.
wide.
Like, yeah, you ain't gonna see many like that in your life.
My life, come on, man.
You literally said
I know it was probably the widest mule deer I've ever seen. A little frost on the window this morning. Well, guys, we're in our morning glassing knob day 2 here in South Dakota. What's the date? November 5th, 6th, 17th. 17th. November 17th, 2024. Still chasing mule deer. If you watched yesterday's video, we said we were gonna go to more of the grasslands, canyons, type things just to see if there's deer down there. So a lot more hunting pressure. That's why we got in here late. Our plan A, someone was parked at it. Oh well, so we had to kind of quickly come up with a plan B that we didn't have. Just underprepared for this country. We're planning to be hunting in the mountains, but since we're coming back next weekend, we wanted to know if there's a lot of deer down here or not, just to kind of get some knowledge of the area. But not as windy yet. A little bit of frost on the ground. Hopefully we can spot some deer. It looks a lot more bare than yesterday. Yesterday it seemed like you could see a deer walk out at any moment. Here it's like we did our initial glass and it was like, nope, nothing in here. But then there was 4 deer over there, so get a closer look at them and hopefully more pop up. Yeah, they decided they didn't like coyotes. There's a buck coming from the left out there. I can just tell by the way it's walking. Chasing each other. Got it.